see Tocchet and then the reaction from Miller as he moves his way to the end of the bench.
The Vancouver Canucks have a problem with J.T. Miller. In the Canucks' last 3 games, including Thursday's loss to the Los Angeles Kings, Miller has logged career-low minutes, each of those matchups ending for him without even reaching 15 minutes of ice time. Let's quickly go over yesterday's game before we get into the Miller situation, because things are not looking good to say the least. In yesterday's game against the Los Angeles Kings, it took the Canucks only 51 seconds to fall behind. When Miller shorted his bank pass to Filip Hronek in the offensive zone, the defenseman went for it anyway and was trapped, giving Los Angeles a 2-on-1. Hughes allowed Adrian Kempe's pass across the goal mouth to connect with Alex Turcotte, giving Kings the first goal of the game. Fast forward to midway through the first period, and the Kings were back at it. Kevin Fiala danced his way into the high slot, got a shot on net, and Turcotte crashed the crease, clean up the rebound for his second of the game. That's his first career 2-goal game in the NHL, and it's 2-0 Kings. And if that wasn't enough, just 24 seconds later, Turcotte struck again. He drove the net, stick-lifted a Canucks defenseman, and dropped the puck to Adrian Kempe, who deked to his forehand and slotted it past Thatcher Demko for his 21st goal of the season. By this point, Canucks fans were already holding their breath, hoping for a response. And in the second period, Quinn Hughes gave them a glimmer of hope. He carried the puck across the blue line, found some space in the left-hand circle, and fired a quick shot through traffic to beat Darcy Kuemper. That brought the Canucks to within 3-1. But unfortunately for the Canucks, the momentum didn't last long. Just 66 seconds later, Kevin Fiala struck again, restoring the Kings' 3-goal lead. On a 2-on-1 rush, Fiala kept the puck, dragged it onto his forehand, and beat Demko clean on the glove side. His 15th of the season made it 4-1 Kings. The Kings sealed the deal midway through the third period with their 5th goal of the night. Warren Foegele capitalized on a loose puck behind the net after Quinton Byfield won a battle. Demko lost sight of the puck, and Foegele quickly put it on his backhand and scored at the near post. Final score 5-1, and Kings take the win. Quite the result compared to the 4-2 win the Canucks had in November. But let's speak about J.T. Miller and the issues he has been causing for the Canucks roster. In case you are not fully up to date or need to be refreshed on the full timeline of the Miller situation, in October 2024, during a Vancouver Canucks practice, forwards J.T. Miller and Elias Pettersson were involved in a heated exchange. The incident started during a battle drill where the two traded slashes, escalating until Miller delivered a cross-check to Pettersson. Following the physical confrontation, Miller reportedly called Pettersson a baby. Canucks head coach Rick Tocchet addressed the matter afterward, playing it down by saying such altercations are typical in hockey practices and insisting it was not a big deal. Earlier this season, Miller took a 10-game leave of absence for undisclosed personal reasons. During that period, Pettersson thrived, tallying an impressive 15 points in 10 games. His performance was electric and showed a level of confidence that stood out. However, since Miller's return, Pettersson's production has noticeably dipped, managing only 11 points over the next 22 games. Coincidence? Maybe. But it's hard not to wonder if there's more at play. Adding to the tension is a recent shakeup on the Canucks' power play units. Historically, Miller and Pettersson shared ice time on the top unit, a setup that had been effective in the past. Lately, however, Coach Rick Tocchet has made the surprising decision to separate them, alternating each between the first and second units. When questioned, Tocchet shrugged it off, saying, "We're just trying different things right now." While the explanation seems harmless, the timing, amid rumors and speculation, has raised eyebrows. If there's friction between two star players, splitting them up might be an effort to manage the situation, but it also highlights the underlying issues. And of course then are the media interviews, which basically speak for themselves.
Bothered by the reporting about you and Petey?
I'm not. Listen, you guys, in a sense, out of the outer world have created this thing. Like, this isn't a thing. So I don't care. You guys want to talk about it? You want to ask me all you want. I can bring up Petey and we can do the interview together if that would make you guys happy.
I don't know why people still trying to make it up.
It hasn't been distracting you.
Oh my God. Next question.
Former Canucks head coach Bruce Boudreau shed more light on the situation, revealing that the tension between Miller and Pettersson predates his tenure, which began in 2021. Boudreau shared that he was aware of some issues between the two players when he arrived, but believed they had been resolved at the time. Fast forward to yesterday's game, and Miller was making many mistakes and was playing like he doesn't really care. Just look at this play.
Up a man on the boards. Fiala with it, moves in the middle. Fiala had to roll off his stick, gets it back. Shoot, save, rebound, score!
Yes, he wasn't the main problem in this play, but it seems like he is playing like he just doesn't care. Miller, who typically plays a key role for the Canucks, logged just 11 minutes and 41 seconds in the game, with 0 points, 0 shots, and 0 hits. Even more striking, Miller only played 2 shifts in the third period, amounting to just 1 minute and 39 seconds of ice time. And check out this clip of Coach Rick Tocchet saying something to Miller.
Saw a lot of this on Twitter, what was said, what was done after what was said, but you can see Tocchet and then the reaction from Miller as he moves his way to the end of the bench. Now, he did play a couple shifts after.
After Rick told Miller something, Miller just went on and sat at the end of the bench away from the team. When asked about the decision to bench Miller, head coach Rick Tocchet didn't mince words, saying, "I just went with the guys that I thought could get us back in the game." Tocchet also confirmed that the decision had nothing to do with any injury, offering a blunt no when asked about Miller. In hockey, as in any team sport, the dynamics of the locker room are just as important as the talent on the ice. A single player's attitude, whether positive or negative, can ripple through the entire team, influencing performance, morale, and even the outcome of a season. If there's one person bringing the spirits down, it doesn't just affect their own play, it impacts the collective energy, trust, and cohesion of the group. Players lean on each other through the highs of victory and the lows of defeat. When someone isn't buying into the system, exhibits negativity, or fails to uplift their teammates, it can disrupt the delicate balance of trust and unity. A frustrated or disengaged player can inadvertently send the message that they don't believe in the team's goals, strategy, or even their fellow players, sowing seeds of doubt and frustration within the group. And with Miller being described by some people as a locker room cancer, you can really see this play out in the Canucks' performance. Miller's attitude lately makes it seem like he doesn't really care and just wants out of the Canucks. You can see it in the way he's been acting during the pregame interviews.
Did your ice time on the trip as it progressed decreased a little bit? Is that, in your mind, what do you think has led to that?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably could play a little better. I don't know. What do you want to say?
I get that the media in Canada can be pushy and frustrating, but come on. Do you really don't know why your ice time is down? With all the trade rumors going around, I honestly think Miller's time with the Canucks is running out. A trade might be the best thing for both him and the team at this point. There's probably more to the story that we're not seeing, but from the outside, things don't look too good between Miller and the Canucks. What do you think about the Miller situation? Is a trade inevitable, or will they somehow try to make things right? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, this is all just my opinion and speculation, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.